Hey everyone, welcome back again to Wisdom, Wit, and what you're reading. I couldn't remember the second part of this. Today, my special guest is my mother. I have actually talked about her a little bit. So I have her here as a special guest because today we are talking about something that she's read. It's on my to be read list, but she's read this. This is the newest book by Cindy Sproul's Cold Black Lies, and my mother absolutely loves everything Cindy writes. So Cindy, if you're listening, yes, she is a big fan. And so I told her, I said, now I've not had time to read this yet, but I really want to get this out there because this is this is like her newest work, and I wanted to let everybody know how awesome it is. So Mom read it twice, and she absolutely loves it. Now, if you don't know a lot about Cindy Sproul's writing, she is definitely writes an Appalachian novels. You agree, Mom?
Yes.
Yes. Very, very Appalachian. It's country's cornbread, and that's the kind of people we love the most. And she does a fantastic job. And now she writes she writes historical fiction. Everything you've read that she's written has been historical, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Because Liar's Winter and Mercy's Rain. And I feel like there was another one that you read.
No, it was Cold Black.
Oh, okay, and they're all kind of set back late 1800s, early 1900s.
Early 19.
Which is really cool for me, but more so for my mom because she was raised in Perry County, Kentucky, and so all of these Appalachian themes really bring home to her. And I know that she's heard stories about the way folks lived back then, and especially the coal mines and the mining camps and that sort of thing. And I've also heard stories through Papaw and through my Granny Martin on my dad's side of the family of how life was for them and all that. So I haven't read this, but when we've talked about it, she's talked about how Cindy has kind of captured that in this. So again, this is Coal, C-O-A-L, Black Lies, and it's by Cindy Sproul. And I'm going to read the back of it and then just a smidge of the first. And then I've got a couple of questions for my special guest today, my mother. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have my mommy on my YouTube channel with me today. Isn't that great? So first of all, I don't know who designed the cover. Somebody at Kriegel. You all are amazing. The cover is just like, if I were in a bookstore and I did not know who Cindy Sproul was, I would be like, oh my gosh, I want to read this book because the ominousness of the cover and how it just really looks like it's dug right out of Appalachia. So I love that. So the back of it says, coal miner Joshua Morgan did the impossible. He broke away from the stranglehold of the Barton family in the company store, to whom all the miners in the Appalachian Mountains are indebted. And that's a big part of the storyline. Yes. But in the process, his young daughter was run down and killed by Thomas Barton's posse. 5 years later, a sweet but slow-witted young girl appears on Joshua's land. As Joshua shields her from the sinister clutches of the Bartons, his thirst for vengeance intensifies. He must take down the Barton family once and for all. But when confronted by a change of heart in Thomas Barton himself, Joshua begins to rethink the dark lies brewing in his own heart. If Joshua broke free from the mines in the Barton family, could Thomas have also? Despite his misgivings, Joshua must decide whether to join forces with his former enemy to end the Bartons' tyranny and secure a peaceful future for the girl, or plunge himself deeper in the depths of personal retribution. And this seems to me, I get a lot from the back of this book. I feel like that there's a character who is just seething in non-forgiveness and has his own personal agenda instead of allowing the Lord to take control.
He's out for revenge.
Out for revenge instead of allowing the Lord to handle the situation. And I know that that's something, even though this was written, just a second, I want to say 1899 is the beginning of the setting for this book. That really applies today too. And what is this, 1924? Is it 1924? Okay, yeah. Just saying. Okay, Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read a quote to you from the beginning of this book, and I love that. I love it when I get a little taste of the overarching theme of the book, and then I'm going to try my best in my Appalachian form to read the first page of the book. So I was reading out, looked at my mom, I said, "Gosh, what's he doing here?" I knew what he was doing there. Okay, so this is a quote. And this is very powerful. So if I were in a meeting and I'd be like taking notes, I'd say, somebody write this down. Write this down. You need this, because you do. It's true. Them little lies we tell ourselves come on us right quick. They don't waste no time catching up to us either. And the consequence ain't the least bit afraid to rain down over us. We all lie. Try to cover them. And worse yet, pay the price for conjuring them. And this was, of course, a quote by Joshua Morgan, who is our protagonist in this collection, this Appalachian story. Okay, Barton Mountain, Kentucky, 1899. Well, what about you, Cindy? She put this right smack dab in our state, didn't she, Mom? Doggone it! This better be a good book. We're talking about Barton Mountain, Kentucky, 1899. I stood rubbing the cold gun barrel over the stubble on my jaw. The metal slipped over my skin like the turn of a well-oiled wheel. An early summer breeze snagged the barn door and whammed it against the outside wall of the barn. It was another harsh reminder of the slam of the coffin door over our girl. I pondered how Rainey'd feel if she knew what I was planning. She'd be better off. She's a strong woman. Good Lord knows she's stronger than me. I'm just Joshua Morgan, the man who killed his daughter. Now, if that paragraph right there doesn't make you want to read more, then, well, I'll worry about you. Okay. Well, all right. So what I want to do right now is I just want I want my mom to share. We're in 7 minutes, so I've already gone over 2 minutes, Mom. I'm supposed to keep these down to 5 minutes. I don't know who told me that, but I've never been one to listen, have I?
No.
Okay, very good. So why do you think that folks need to, why would somebody need to read this book, do you think?
Because it's an Appalachian novel, and it's about pain, love, revenge, and redemption.
Ooh.
And it is a really good, must-read Appalachian novel.
Very good. So I know it has a lot about the coal community. Can you tell us a little bit about, I mean, what does it mean to be owned by Script, like for the company store? I know
the company store was owned by the coal mine, the owners of the coal mines, and it was for all of the employees, and that was how they got their groceries and anything that they needed. And it was with Script, company Script. They couldn't use it anywhere else except at the company store.
So that's how the coal mine owned you. That's
right.
How they owned you.
That's how they owned you.
Okay, very good. And that is a big part of the storyline, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And there's also a very special character. Sorry, y'all, that's my dog behind me. There's also a very special character that's in this book, a little girl. What can you tell us about her?
Her name is Audie, and she's mentally challenged, and she is a sweetheart all through the book. So that's another reason that you must read it.
Well, and I love that because, I'm a school teacher, and I now teach general ed, but in the past I have taught special education. But being a school teacher in today's time, you come across all children, and I got to tell you, they all are amazing, no matter what the disability or what what they bring into class with them. They are absolutely mentally So I love that she's taken this thing, mentally challenged, this thing that is ever present today, and turn something beautiful into it,
Yes.
into this story, because during this time, people weren't as accepting, were they, of folks who were different or had special needs.
They kept it hid as much as they could.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what was going on in the book in the beginning. Okay. Well, I just want you to know, Cindy Sproles, I hope you watch this, because I'm going to tell you right now that this little lady right here, is a forever fan, and she's waiting with bated breath for your next book, and that is my dog who wants to come in and be on my video. He needs to stop. But I just get goosebumps when I think about the ministry of this book and how it speaks to people, because we all think about retribution at one time or the other. We all think about revenge at one time or the other. Not maybe at the level as Joshua because of the things that had happened to him. But this is it's very human. This book is very, very human. And I have a saying that I say a lot, and I say there's nothing changes under the sun. Now, I'm not sure if that's in the Bible or not, but it sounds good. So it may be in Ecclesiastes.
It's in Ecclesiastes.
There you go. There's my wisdom right there this week, y'all, right here. This one right here, my little mommy. So, but nothing changes under the sun, and I think that we all struggle with things, and it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff. So, what a wonderful ministry Cindy has done for us by giving us a fresh look at, first of all, how far we've come, but also at how things used to be, and that's the beauty of historical fiction. Okay, guys, well, let's all give my mommy a round of applause. This is what I do at school. I'll give my mommy a round of applause. Woo! For being she's my very first guest here for Wisdom in What You're Reading. And again, the book is Coal, C-O-A-L, Black Lies. In the comments, you'll see a link from Shelf Life Books if you'd like to order from there. Also, you can always get this from Amazon or wherever you purchase your books from. And I do want to encourage you that you might want to read her other books. Yes. I believe one's called What Mama Left Behind, maybe. That's the one I think we've not gotten yet. Yeah. People, listen, y'all need to pray for us. We need bookshelves. Actually, that's what we need. We are doing it. We're going to do what's the word I'm looking for? We're going to do one of those things where you, what's it called? A GoFundMe. We're going to do a GoFundMe for me and my mother and for our bookshelves. And I know we should use a Kindle, but who wants that? That's no fun. So we love the feel of a book in our hand. But What Mama Left Behind, Mercy's Reign, Liar's Winter. You really liked Liar's Winter, didn't you?
Yes, I
did. She really liked it. And then, of course, her newest one, Coal, C-O-A-L, Black Lies. Absolutely love it. All right, guys. I hope you have a great week. I hope that you are reading the Word and reading Christian fiction. And I hope you've enjoyed my little mommy, because she's done such a good job. And like I always say, I love your guts. Love y'all, but that's all I got.
Bye now.
Oh! Well, now she's messed up my video. I never say bye now. I just say that's all I got. All right. Go ahead, Mom.
Bye now.